悪霊退散
So I'm going to do a breakdown of this trailer. I think there's a lot of interesting details in here, especially when we get to the story part of the trailer. But this trailer was really fascinating all around. Like, for example, this part here where they started off showing Jin with the white background. And then they cut to this part of Kazuya, and then they flash back to this moment when Tekken 8 was first announced. I personally just thought that was so cool, just considering how cool that original announcement was. Cool callback. Now this part here also was a callback to Tekken 7 as well. When they teased Kunimitsu, they had a trailer that fit this same exact style and was really cool. Everyone loved it, so it makes sense that they do it again. Here they show Eddie. This is kind of reminiscent of the Tekken 8 start menu where you can rotate the character and spin them around. It's going to be interesting having Lidia on the main menu. You know, Eddie was kind of controversial and people were very upset. Let's see if she gets the same attention when she comes. Update, battle balance coming soon. Now, they will release the patch notes in like less than 24 hours. I'm going to make a video about that. Subscribe to the channel. But this part here, they give us a little sneak peek. You know, people talk trash about Zafina, and here they show off a little bit of like a buff that she's getting. Now, of course, I don't understand this. I can't comprehend it because Zafina was not on my radar. But the fact that they're on the developer's radar, it shows that they're listening. So a Zafina player may look at this and maybe just rubbing their hands together. I love this, you know? They also show Leroy Smith as well. This is another character that people were talking a lot of trash about, and to see him get buffs as well, that's cool. Now, how good are these buffs? I don't know. It's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if they really like flip the tier list, right? People always say flip the tier list. Will they do that? Only time will tell. Free updates. New stage. This stage here is the Tekken Ball stage, but they added this little barrier. Like you see this little barrier here. They added the barrier to make it a real stage. They updated it a lot. You have this daytime, you have this evening, and you have night. Whereas there's fireworks in the background. I wonder if this will transition each round, or is this different variations of the stage, the same way they have two different New York stage. It'll be interesting to see how this operates. The nighttime looks beautiful. This may be a stage all on its own. I would not be surprised. Here they show off Lily and Asuka. When they first showed this, I thought this was going to be like a bikini outfit section or something, but sadly, no, they're using their same outfits. Actually, I'm surprised they didn't tease like any battle pass stuff or shop stuff. Maybe they're just going to add that stuff in and then we'll figure out when we figure it out. But I'm surprised they didn't tease any of that stuff because you know they're cooking on it, right? They're cooking it up. They then skip over to a new mode, photo mode here. Now, I am very excited for photo mode. It has unlimited potential, and I wonder if you'll be able to use real matches, of course practice matches. How intuitive will this be? They give us a little bit of a look at what you can create. Kuma Panda, this is going to have some serious meme potential. I know some people look at this and they say lol, like snooze fest or whatever, but you're going to have some serious memes come out of this. Here is when we get into the story DLC. New chapter coming in May. I talked about this in a video that I did it prior, but this was pushed back a little bit, but not too much. Now, just from this little snippet that they showed, here's what I put together. So Eddie, I'm assuming this could be after Tekken 6, or maybe this is just Tekken 8, I don't know. But Eddie is talking to these Mishima Zaibatsu soldiers here. It seems like he's rallying everyone together. He's, from knowing what Eddie's role is from his bio, he kind of felt bad about what he did in Tekken 6 and he wanted to change around. So I can see him talking to all of these soldiers and saying, look at all this destruction we caused back here. We got to do something better. And as he, look at the fist, right? Look at the body language. As he's trying to rally these guys to fight for good instead of evil, Nina shows up. The helicopter, and notice this stage here is in Tekken 8. You see that building back there? This is the Midnight Siege is what I call it, is what it's called. And the fact that this helicopter here is Nina the whole time is such a cool twist. So Eddie is trying to convince all these guys to change. Nina shows up and she's probably going to shoot all of them with a helicopter. It looked like she's holding something and she's talking like a microphone. Expect Eddie to run up and like kick the helicopter or something crazy, right? right? But after this fight here between Eddie and Nina, you have this scene here where a dove looks like they're flying in this sand biome where Jin was at, but we really can't tell. White sky, cloud. It comes down. Oh, they're just coming from the sky. So they come down. So this bird kind of represents Jun Kazama's soul in a sense. That's just what I'll say for now because we don't have an explanation for it. But it's returning to Jun Kazama after its travels and helping Jin Kazama. So she helped Jin Kazama. Now the bird is returning back to her body and she's going to wake up. I wonder why the bird couldn't return sooner, and this is going to be very interesting just to see what the developers have planned. But from there, you have Eddie with Yoshimitsu. For those of you who don't know, in Eddie's bio, he canonically brushed Kazuya's tower like he did in Tekken 7. He was canonically defeated by Lucky Chloe and all the forces there, and Yoshimitsu saved him. So that's why these two are paired together, because Yoshimitsu saved him, and they're now meeting up with Jin. But notice these Mishima Zaibatsu soldiers. All the guys he converted to fight with good now wears white, and they fight for him. Over the course of this entire story of Tekken, the Mishima Zaibatsu has been fractured many times. By Lee in Tekken 6, he turned it into what is his faction called with combat? Violet Systems. And then Lars pulled a lot of people away and turned it into Yggdrasil. And then I would assume Jin has done so as well to make Yggdrasil even stronger. But now you have Eddie bringing away more people and combining it with Yggdrasil as well. So Mishima Zaibatsu gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and then slowly they're all reforming into Yggdrasil, which will just be Mishima Zaibatsu all over again, but just donning a new name. But here you can see he's teaming up with Eddie. These two are going to be in an alliance. Both of these guys feel bad about what they did in Tekken 6, and they want to make up for it. That is what spawned in these two guys. Nina, on the other hand, she doesn't feel bad about what she did, and she's continually doing it by working with Kazuya, and then if my predictions is true, working with Reina. Now here they're just teasing like some Tekken World Tour stuff, showing some characters. It's really hype, explosions, yada yada yada. Skip all the way to the end, and then they show us the character Lidia. This is pretty much shot for shot how they did it in Tekken 7, but instead of her fist coming in from right to left, they just cut to the character entirely. Now, I said this already, right? Some people they don't like that Lydia's being shown again. By the way, I think this is going to be one of her intros where she kicks these two things and punches the ice. Probably going to be her intro. But a lot of people feel like it's just like yuck, the same character again. But then on the flip side, a lot of people are hyped about the character. So I'm gonna make a video and talk about these last two characters here. I think I know 100% who they are. We have a lot of evidence to support it, and just subscribe and stay tuned, because the fact that we got Lidia is a big sign.